I'm Cheech, like Peach. Chong, like Chong.
This year's LOL Sudbury Comedy Festival included headliners like Cheech and Chong and Rick Mercer.
Did you ever make it up to the north end of town? Sure, Sudbury, Fort Mac, you know, and occasionally pop up to a Callowitz, see what a $25 tomato tastes like.
What do you think the role is of comedy in politics? I guess it helps people that wouldn't necessarily want to watch the news, like, understand it more.
I've never bought into the notion where people say they get their news from a show like mine. I don't really buy into that. I think it's the type of thing that people say because, you know, they think it's like sticking it to the media a little bit, so it's the type of thing they say it to be saucy. But my role is no different than Aslan's, who's an editorial cartoonist. You know, no one gets their news from the editorial cartoon. No one just looks at the editorial cartoon. The people who consume editorial cartoons also consume the news, and I think that's the role I fill.
Mercer took time to sign autographs and chat with fans at chapters before the show.
He's hilarious. He's a Canadian icon.
Yeah.
I think he says a lot of things that need to be said that some people are afraid to say, but he has a way of putting things out there that are just make sense.
Yeah.
And a very humorous. Yeah.
You know.
He's just got that unique take on everything Canadian. He's got a great voice for Canadians and the ability to really kind of hone in on what we're thinking a lot of the times, especially when it comes to politics.
Do you think people pay a lot more attention to him because he's humorous and he's not boring? I guess?
Well, absolutely. I mean, when you can put that kind of a spin on something that would otherwise be dull and maybe not get any attention, especially when it's humor, it just makes it that much more accessible.
I have been beaten at every sport imaginable by athletes missing every combination of limb that you can imagine.